Hello everyone. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to budget in the program that I use called YNAB, or You Need a Budget. Okay, um, this program uses what's called zero-based budgeting, and what that means is that you give every dollar a job. Now YNAB has four methods. Four rules. Rule 1 is you give every dollar a job. Rule 2, you save for a rainy day. Rule 3, you roll with the punches. If the car breaks down, something in the house, the AC or the heat breaks, or I don't know, you have to go out of town for a funeral, or all that stuff that happens in life. You just roll with it. You move money around to help fund those things. And then rule 4 is that's the hardest rule for me. I still not there. Is live on last month's income. One of the things they want you to do is create what's called a buffer. And a buffer is basically where you have 1 month income. Like say your income is $2,000. You have eventually you want to get to a place where you have $2,000 in savings, and then you can move that so that every time you get paid, the money that you're getting paid, like, so now this is September, so like all the paychecks you get in September, if you were fully buffered, would be going towards paying October's expenses. And that helps to roll with the punches, because if something comes up, then you can kind of use income differently. I'm still not there yet. That's really hard for me because we don't make that much money, but a lot of people are. That's like a goal. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little demo of how to use the program. Okay, and then I'll do like a budgeting Q&A in a different video. Okay, so this is what the program looks like on the computer. It's a web-based program. You go here, app.youneedabudget.com. Okay, and this is just a fake budget I created. They also have an app. The app is really good. I'll do a demo of the app on my phone after I make this video, because I can't do both at the same time. Okay, so basically this is like the home page. This is your budget page. So here, these are all of the categories you have for your budget. Okay, this is what they create. This is what the program automatically makes for you. Credit cards, because I made a credit card. I'll show you the credit cards in a second. Then like they call it immediate obligations, which is like your monthly bills, rent. I have that. I label that first. Pay this first because I want to make sure I actually put money in all those things. Then they have true expenses. I call this like everyday spending. This is like food. Is groceries in here? Well, groceries is up here. Okay, but this is like auto maintenance, things you should save for, clothing, gifts. Your costs, so like it costs, I think it's like 90. This program is kind of expensive now. It's like $85 a year. I only pay 45 because I've had it so long, but I think it's worth it. And so like every month I'll put money in here so that when it renews, I have the money there. And then this is just stuff I forgot to budget for. Or like if I use cash, I'm really bad at recording it, and so sometimes my cash, like I'll have $100 in my pocket, but like YNAB says I have 120, so that means I spent $20 somewhere, and sometimes I just put it there. And like debt, vacations, fitness, education, and then dining out, gaming, music, and you can add you can add categories like here. You can add this is considered a master category. And then these are, I'm not sure what the title is. But so you can add a master category. Say you want one that says kids. Oh, whoops, that didn't go in the right spot. Okay, so here. Oh, here, you have to do it up here. I've added a category group up here. And then from here you can add, like, so here you can put kids' clothing. And then like kids' activities. Maybe tuition. And you can delete and add these as you need. Okay. Now I went in and I just added some fake accounts and I just put some money in. Like, this is like a Bank of America checking account, and I just said that the account had $1,500 when I came in, and then I just put in some things that you might have paid, like dinner, $10. The water bill, $20. Some more dinner, $40. Rent, $500. I just made things up. And then I also put dinner out, $20, dining out on the credit card. And then this is the savings account. I didn't do anything with this. So as you get paid, the inflow, that money shows up here to be budgeted because that money needs jobs. So we have $2,500, and like, this is how I do it, and this is how I was taught when I first taught it. It says, so like, I get paid every week. My husband and I, we work at a restaurant, so we get paid every week. So when I have this green money here, we have to think, what does this money need to do before we get paid again? So we get paid every Friday. So lots of times on Mondays, I update YNAB on Monday or Tuesday because he watches wrestling. So what happens is on Monday, like when I go into YNAB and I put all our income in, I'm like, well, what does this money need to do before we get paid again? Okay, so you just have to think about it. So like, delete this. Whatever. Okay. So we need to pay. Say we need to pay our rent. So $500 of that $2,500 needs to go towards rent. We need to pay our water bill. I know these aren't like really accurate towards real life, but I'm just using fake numbers just to make it easy, and round numbers to make it easy. Let's see. We need groceries. $100. Let's see, what else do we need? Let's see. Maybe we need to pay our kids' tuition, $50. They need new clothes for school, $100, I think. Let's see. The electric bill is going to be $100, say. And the internet, say $60. Transportation, that's probably like gas. And see, I probably would put gas here. So like, okay, say you send $100 on gas. So like, you get the gist. So basically, you spend all the money until this is zero. Okay, you're dining out. Let's put $200 here. Fun money. And what some people do is they do fun money mom, fun money dad, like husband and wife, so they each have their own. Or some people just do it out in cash and they do it like a deposit until your cash is out. Okay. Now one thing that's not here that I like to budget for is yearly expenses. This is where YNAB like saved my life. Okay, so like yearly expenses. What's a yearly expense? A yearly expense is your car registration. Why do you want to do that there? My car registration, say your car registration is, okay, and see, a cool thing with YNAB is you can do what's called a goal over here. So you create a goal. So my car registration, say it's $100 a year, okay? In Florida, they're nice. your car registration is due on your birthday. Happy birthday. I've heard a lot of states do that. Well, so my birthday's in March. So my car registration is due in March. It's September. So one way you do it is, so you can do it through, so like you can do it where you want the balance of this to be $100 and you don't care like the date. But you can do another one where, you know, like I do this sometimes with Christmas, is I just do $10 a month, $20, $50 a month or something. Or I like this one. So this is the one we're going to use for this one. Target category balance by date. Okay, so we need $100 in here by March 2019. Okay, so now it's showing me 0% complete, and then it does the math for you. So it says I need to budget $14.29 basically every month until March to get there. So let's highlight it so I can see. So I'm going to put $15 here. And then, see this here, this is like an add-on. It's like a Google Chrome extension. And it kind of shows you how far you are. So like here it says I'm 15% complete. So now like what's another yearly? Another yearly expenses I like to use Christmas. Christmas comes the same day every year. So here you can create a goal. You can do monthly or category. It just depends how much you want to spend, how much you want to put there. So like you can just put that you want to save $50 a month. Or you can put that you want $500, say $500 in this category by Christmas. So let's put like $100 here and see what I'll show you. It says you're on the 15%. Let's see, what does it tell me? So this is saying you need to budget $125 a month because it's September. Put it over there. Okay. So it says I'm 40% complete. And see, they're green because they're done. So these two in red if you overspend. So say, okay, so like where's my going out? So like going out, I spent 70. Say I only put $50 here, but I spent 70. See, look at, well, this turns. I wonder why it's that color. Basically, it's negative. It's not. I'm not sure what pasting really is. So it's not red. It's just orange. That means you need to put more money in there. Not sure the difference. See, when I take everything out, it turns red. So like it means I need to put money in here. Okay. Let's see what else. So basically, you have to spend all this money. So I'm just gonna go through and put money into a whole bunch of different categories. And the great thing about this is it's so versatile. Like you can change all of these. You can change all of these categories to what you like. There's a really good Facebook group for this program, and if you search categories in there, there's like a lot of screenshots of the categories people use to get ideas of things that you want to save for. And I'll post a screenshot of the categories I use so you can get an idea. And I'll link to that group. Okay, so see now here it says $0 budgeted. But say I put 60 here. So like here, it's showing it went red because I over budgeted. I budgeted more money than I actually had. Okay. So all the money is budgeted. Now, okay, now it's the end of the month and I need to pay my credit card bill off. Okay. Okay, so like this is basically the equivalent over here. This is the equivalent of a check register. So like so once it clears the bank, You hit this clear, and then you can reconcile really easy. Okay. And online banking makes this easy. So like if you go into your online banking, it says, is your current balance $14.30? Well, no, maybe there's some else. So like you can either use a statement, or I just use like the last clear day. So like today, I would have used like Friday's date, and say Friday it was only 1,000. Well, there's difference because say this thing probably was not clear, didn't clear yet or something. No, I just screwed this up. We'll ignore what I just did. I'll just delete that. Okay. This is great. Okay, but back to what I was saying. So credit cards. The way credit cards work on YNAB. This is why I like YNAB, because a lot of the other softwares, they don't want you to use credit cards because they think you're going to go into debt. I am really good at managing my money, and I pay off my credit cards every month. I never have a balance. Heck, I usually actually on like Mondays when I like update YNAB, I usually pay off all the credit cards. So like I'm paying off my credit cards 2 to 4 times a month. I know it's weird, but it's easier for me to do that way. I don't have to worry about it. And I don't like my credit cards getting too high of a balance, because that's not good for your credit. That's what they say. So I don't know. I'm not an expert at these things. I just read a lot about them. I am a bookkeeper by trade, but yeah. The whole point of like budgeting in YNAB is to just get a control of your money. Like before I started doing this, my account was always in the negative. Like before I got paid, and like by the time I got paid, like not half, but a portion of my new paycheck went to clearing up stuff I did the week before. So yeah, that's why so when I got this, I was like, I need something to help me control myself and my money. So that's my spiel there. Okay, so back to the credit card, sorry. So on the budget page, the credit cards always show up here. Well, I messed this up. Well, I guess you can have it anywhere. I like to have it at the top. So this is showing, because like technically, so when you use your credit card, you categorize all the transactions to a category, which we did. Okay, so we spent $20, yeah. But like that money is technically like in your checking account, but you haven't used it. So like you get this green here, which means like the $20 that you used to eat out is down here. But so which is here. But anyway, you want this to be green. That's the long story short. And there's a whole videos you can read about credit cards and to help you more. But basically, the thing I love about YNAB is they do not care where the money sits. So like I read these stories about these people who have 10 checking accounts. They're like, the mom has an account, the dad has an account. And then you have like an account just for medical expenses, another account just for for your vacation, another account, all the money you need for like your car registration goes into. Like before I started YNAB, I started doing this. I made like a savings account for every little thing I needed to save for. And I had like 5 accounts. It was ridiculous. Don't do that. Like I can show you the post. The post gives me a headache. But if you're interested in that theory, the girl is like, it's fun, cheap, or free. I forget. Her blog is like really popular. She does have some really good tips, but I don't know that I agree with the millions of checking accounts, because who wants to manage all that? That's just too much. You need something that's simple. We're too busy to manage 10 bank accounts. Now I do have more than one. I have a few credit cards, and we have a few checking accounts. We're not that simplified, but and that's because we got married older and we had a lot of stuff set up, and it's a pain to close stuff. A lot of stuff we don't use, but that's another story. So basically, when you are, it's back to where I was going on that. So basically, the YNAB doesn't care where the money sits. They just want to know what the money's doing. So like so now I need to pay off this credit card. So basically, when you pay off the credit card, you hit record payment, and then you put in paid from. So we're going to use our Bank of America joint to pay it, and then in the memo I'll just use the right paid off credit card, and then it was $20. Okay, so now, oh, because I scheduled this for tomorrow. Okay, 0. So now it's 0. And then see, here's down here, right here. And then budget. And when you go to the budget, see, now it's showing 0. So basically, it's just a transfer. You're just transferring money from the credit card, from the checking account to the credit card. Okay. Same with like if you say you want to transfer some money from your savings. So like I want to transfer money to the savings account. I'm going to transfer $50. Same thing. Okay. So you transfer $50. So it's really pretty simple. If you have any specific questions, just like leave a comment and I will help you, and I can maybe pop on and do another like live stream to show you how to do that. And YouTube has a lot of videos. Like another thing up here is like you can search for certain things if you lost something. There's some reports. I really honestly don't really look at the reports because I'm just trying to get from one month to another without overspending. I use this one at the end of the year sometimes because I do have like some side businesses, and sometimes stuff ends up in here. It's like this is like a income statement. But I'm not a big I don't have a big net worth. Now one thing I didn't go over because I wasn't gonna do it for this video is when you can add an account. So I'll show you how to add an account. You add an account, you can link it to your bank. See, I have a bunch of banks here. So like Bank of America. You can link it, or these are all unlinked. Okay. And that's when you manually do it. And then you can type, so like if someone owes you money, you can put one for liability, or if you owe money to somebody. Like one cool thing is these are called tracking. So the budget ones are like your main money. So like if somebody owes you money, okay, like your mortgage, you can put here, say, okay, put your mortgage here. And you can put like how much you owe. Say you owe $100,000. Okay. Now that's going to show here. And then now every time you pay your mortgage, it's $500. Okay. I think you have to set it up backwards. That's right. This goes down. But the problem with like a mortgage is that you're gonna have interest and it's not very versatile. I don't really think it's necessary. Now, some ones that are good is like if it's something that's not interest. Like say your sister owes you money or somebody, like a family member or something, and like there's no interest, or you have like if you buy furniture or something interest free, that you can put down there. But I think sometimes your debts and stuff you're better off like keeping track of in like a spreadsheet. And I like to use this program just for my day-to-day budgeting. And now one thing I didn't show you that I do to make it easier for when I update it is I create a folder on Google Chrome, which is up here, and like this has all of my banks that I use when this is YNAB, Bank of America, Chase, PayPal, and then some of my credit cards. Those are all the banks I use. And so what I do when I'm ready to do YNAB is I right click here and I do open all 8. And then it opens everything. And I have 2 monitors, which is convenient. and I put like YNAB on one screen and all the all the banks and stuff on the other screen, and I just go through and double check to make sure everything has come through. Because sometimes it does mess up. Okay? Alright, I think this video is long enough. Sorry, it's so long. I didn't mean for it to be that long. But if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments and I will make another video. I'm probably going to do another video that's like a Q&A. Okay? Thanks. Bye, guys.